If you are still drawing eye or skin texture like this, then this video is for you, because in this video I am sharing some tips to draw hyperrealistic eye or skin texture. So get ready and let's dive through the process. Okay, so I have already drawn these outlines, and as you can see I have also marked the edges of this sheet so I can get straight and white border at the end. So now moving to the first step, which is setting up the foundation layer, and for that you need this bigger size makeup brush and dip it in graphite powder and then lightly apply powder over the skin, and make sure to use the makeup brush lightly or in circular motion to get smooth base shade. And this time I am not defining shadows or highlights, I am just applying base layer of graphite over the skin, which will act as foundation for other layers of shading. Now moving to the second step, in which we are going to shade eye, and for that first take your 2B pencil and then refine the outlines of iris, and also add light shade in the remaining portion of iris. Now take your small brush and blend this layer of shading. Then repeat these steps again and again using higher grade pencil to get desired darkness in the iris. Okay, now this brush have a very small quantity of graphite left in it, so use this brush lightly to shade the outer white part of the eyeball. Now carefully map out where the eyelashes will be and observe the natural curve and direction of eyelashes. And then using 10B pencil, start drawing individual eyelash. Use short controlled lines to mimic the texture and thickness of the natural eyelashes, and vary the length and thickness for realistic appearance. As you progress, fine-tune the details and observe your reference closely, and notice variations in the shading and highlights, and then apply them into your drawing for adding realism. Okay, now again observe the reference and define and add shadows around the eye or in the right portion of this drawing. Now moving to the third step, in which we are going to draw these eyebrows. So for that you have to understand the anatomy of eyebrows and note the thickness and the way they frame eyes, and then lightly draw the basic shapes. Then take up your darker pencil and draw strokes following the basic lines, and focus on drawing individual hair in the natural direction of hair. Now take your small brush and lightly blend this layer. Then again take your darker pencil and draw varied strokes to mimic the texture and thickness. Keep in mind that eyebrows are not uniformly thick, so add variation to the thickness. Now fine-tune the details by drawing individual hair around thick eyebrows for making them look more natural. To avoid harsh look, softly blend the edges of eyebrows. Okay, now moving to the fourth step, in which we will add shadows in the skin to create depth. So for that, closely observe the shadows or darker areas in the reference photo, and gradually keep darkening the shadows with graphite powder until you get satisfied with the result. Now take your 10B pencil and draw this dark part in the right side, and also leave this part unshaded to create illusion of hair. Now again take your 10B pencil and draw this hair cluster in the forehead, and while blending this hair cluster, spread graphite powder over forehead to create depth. Now moving to the last and most important step, which will add hyper-realistic look to your drawing. In this, first we will focus on elevating eye in your drawing. So identify the areas where light naturally hits on eye. Then take your electric eraser and gently lift graphite in the highlighted areas to create a realistic reflection. Also pay attention to the shape and direction of highlights. Now coming on to the lower eyelid, draw bright highlights of different shapes using same electric eraser, and then take your darker pencil and carefully draw eyelashes. And always keep your pencil sharp to draw thin curved strokes of hair. Now also draw bright highlights in the upper eyelid by using same electric eraser. Then also use your pencil eraser with low pressure to add light dots in the remaining portions of eyelid. After that, take your blending stump to add light shadows around highlights to make skin texture looking more realistic. Okay, now coming on to the forehead. First take your pencil eraser and randomly draw dots and lines in the left portion of forehead. And keep your pencil eraser sharp or clean during this process. Then take your blending stump and smudge graphite around highlights to create depth and shadows. Now I am also adding these black spots in the forehead by closely observing it in a reference photo. Then also use your electric eraser to add bright highlights between the previous ones. Okay, now coming to this lower part, here the process of adding highlights is almost same. But make sure to observe the shape and direction of highlights and draw them in the right place. So enjoy the process and watch carefully how I do it.
We are not alone. They are among us. As the skies light up, they believe we are blissfully unaware. But this activity by non-human extraterrestrial technology is capturing the attention of humans. We are not alone. They are among us. As the skies light up, they believe we are blissfully unaware. But this activity by non-human extraterrestrial technology is capturing the attention of humans.
Okay, now coming to this right portion, here extend the shadows over here and also add light highlights in the sides of here. Now also shade down this corner by observing darkness in the reference photo. Okay, now for shading this cloth, first I am drawing these lines with 8B pencil and then adding dark shade by smudging graphite powder over it. Now observe and concentrate more graphite powder to the shadows. Okay, now I am again darkening these lines by using 10B pencil. Then take your pencil eraser and draw highlights over the cloth. After that, readjust the shadows, and with this we have completed this hyper-realistic sketch. So guys, if you found this video helpful or enjoyable, leave a like and thanks for watching.